passion kind of mold and evolve over time, or did you know what you wanted to do from the get-go?
Yeah, it changed. It changed a lot.
Yeah.
I talk about it actually a lot with college students that I was certain from the time I was a teenager that I was going to be a broadcast journalism major. I was going to be a sportscaster on TV, and that's absolutely what I wanted to do. I put 100% of my effort into that, and that was the goal leaving college for me. And I was lucky enough to do it. I moved up to Bozeman, Montana for 2 years and was the sports reporter and anchor there in Bozeman, Montana. But it was interesting. During that 2 years, it made me kind of reassess and recalibrate that I really wanted to stay in sports production at that time, but I had as much fun on the producing side as I did the on-air side. And it was as I was starting to kind of think that way that USC, where I went to college, called me and offered me a full-time job to work in athletics. And that led to 4 years there and then 7 years with the LA Kings, as a producer, shooter, editor, and flash forward to now, and I took that scary leap to starting my own production company. So it did change a lot because I was positive I wanted to be, with my face on camera, and somewhere along the line, the storytelling, as you mentioned, kind of took over, and that's really where my passion lies.
I mean, it's amazing to see, like, I'm still, I'm graduating school in a few weeks, just the past 4 years to see what more is out there, like from a behind the scenes standpoint, production and directing and everything else that goes on. There's so much more to it than, wanting to be like whatever you wanted to be. Like me growing up, I grew up in the New York, New Jersey area, wanting to be the next, John Sterling, Michael Kay. You in Southern California, probably the next Vin Scully as a broadcaster, And you obviously a big hockey guy as well. So like, was that the inspiration at first to be like a commentator, just to be like an on-screen guy?
No matter what along the way, I had a passion for sports, and I loved playing sports until, through club hockey in college. And at that point, that was the best athletically I could do. So I knew that wasn't a future. So I knew the next best thing was working in sports. Listen, I love to talk. That's part of it. I mean, my parents have home video of me as a 8 or 9 year old calling play-by-play of my brother's Little League games. So it was just something that immediately I love to do. And so that's why I gravitated towards it. It's funny, I think about it now. I went into broadcast journalism, my brother went into music. My parents definitely, told us to follow our passions. Those are two industries where it takes a lot to make a living out of it. But we really did, pursue things that we were passionate about. It wasn't just like, hey, go get a business degree and figure it out.